Some stories haunt us because they're too strange to explain. Others because they're too real. These 6 tales come from the darkest corners of Reddit. Disturbing true crime accounts, unresolved mysteries, and real-life horror stories that end without answers. The night someone used my face. 3 years ago, my driver's license was flagged during a traffic stop in Arizona. Problem was, I'd never been to Arizona in my life. I was at work in Portland, Oregon, when a cop there pulled someone over using my name, birthday, and license number. They sent over the photo and everything, except the person holding that ID wasn't me. It was a woman, same age, vaguely similar face, but definitely not me. The license was a perfect replica of mine, down to the background colour and issue date. She even had my old address from college, which I hadn't used in over 5 years. I was stunned. The DMV had no explanation. They said someone must have cloned the card. I filed a police report, froze my credit, all that. But weeks later, weird things started happening. I got an alert from my health insurance that I'd checked into an ER in New Mexico. I hadn't. The hospital had records of a woman with my name, and I did again. Same birthday, different face. Then came a warrant notice. A bench warrant had been issued in Nevada for failure to appear. I hadn't been to Nevada. Ever. The court docket listed my name, but the charges? Shoplifting, disorderly conduct, and trespassing. Every time I called to explain, they'd pull up the case and say, "But the ID matches. Are you sure you're not just trying to dodge this?" Eventually, I hired a lawyer. They got the photo from the court file. Same woman from Arizona. Slightly different hair, same ID, same fake me. We never caught her. She stopped popping up about a year ago. But my name's still flagged in several state databases, and I get pulled aside by TSA more than half the time I fly. Someone out there walked around for at least 2 years pretending to be me, and no one ever figured out who she really was. I think my uncle got away with murder. When I was a kid, I idolized my Uncle Mike. He was charming, always laughing, had this old muscle car he'd rev way too loud on holidays. But when I was 12, something strange happened. My uncle's wife, my Aunt Claire, went missing. They said she went on a weekend trip and never came back. Mike told the cops she was meeting an old friend from university, but no one could confirm that friend existed. Her suitcase was never found, her phone was left on the charger, her bank account untouched. It made no sense. The police questioned my uncle, of course. They searched the house, found nothing. No signs of struggle, no blood, no body. He wasn't arrested, just a person of interest. I remember my mum whispering to my dad one night, "You don't think he actually did it, do you?" They never talked about it again, but my dad started avoiding him after that. Years passed. My uncle eventually remarried, had another kid. Aunt Claire was declared legally dead in 2005. Case closed. But when I turned 27, I got curious. I started looking into the case, reading the old newspaper clippings, police statements, timelines, and one detail stood out. Mike said she left Friday evening, but a neighbour reported seeing her car in the driveway Saturday morning, the same car Mike claimed she drove away in. I called the lead investigator on the case. He'd retired, but remembered it well. "Couldn't touch him," he said, "too clean." But I never bought his story. When my uncle died last year, I helped clear out his garage. Tucked behind a cabinet, I found a box of old photos and keepsakes, and beneath them, a worn leather wallet. Inside was Claire's driver's license, her original expired license, the one she supposedly took with her when she vanished. Turned it in. But with no body, no DNA, no new evidence, the case remains closed. Except now I know. The man who was already inside. It was supposed to be a normal Wednesday. I got home from work a little early, made some tea, and started a load of laundry. Around 6:30 p.m, I got a knock at the front door. It was a delivery guy. Said he had a parcel for me, but it needed a signature. That was weird. I hadn't ordered anything. He looked normal. Vest, scanner, smile. I opened the door a little and he tried to hand me a clipboard. That's when I noticed the logo on his shirt was off. Like the wrong font, too generic. I hesitated. He smiled wider. It won't take a sec. My gut screamed no. I said I wasn't expecting a package and started to close the door. That's when I heard something in the laundry room. A soft creak, like a footstep. The layout of my house means the back laundry door opens into the side yard, and I had left it unlocked while putting in the wash. I slammed the front door, locked it, and grabbed my phone. Called 0. The dispatcher told me to get somewhere safe and wait. While I was whispering, I heard it again. Footsteps, this time retreating. Then the side door slammed shut. When police arrived, they found muddy footprints in the laundry, size 12 work boot treads. A few of them tracked into the hallway. Nothing was stolen, nothing was broken. And just those footsteps. The officer said it was likely the man at the front door was trying to distract me while someone else came in through the back. A 2-person job. Professional. If I hadn't heard that creak, I might have turned around and found someone standing behind me. My best friend disappeared after a fight, and I think I know why. When we were 19, my best friend Kara and I had a massive falling out. It was stupid. About a boy, of course. We screamed at each other in the uni car park, and I said something I regret to this day. She stormed off. I thought she needed space. That was the last time anyone ever saw her. At first I thought she was just ghosting me. She'd done it before. A day or two, no texts. But this time, she didn't come home. Didn't show up for lectures. Didn't call her mum. Her car was found 4 days later, abandoned on a bush track 15 minutes from campus. Her purse was still inside. Her phone was in the glove box. No signs of struggle. I told the police everything. The fight. What she said. What I said. How she left in tears. They asked if she was depressed. She wasn't. 3 months later, her ex-boyfriend, the one we'd fought over, moved to Queensland. Quietly. No announcement. No goodbye. I'd messaged him once. Asked if he knew what happened. He replied, "Forget her. You're better off." I've never forgotten that. Last year, while on holiday, I saw a woman who looked exactly like Kara. Same walk. Same nervous habit of twisting her sleeve. I followed her for a block but lost her in a crowd. What if she ran? What if she started over? But then why leave the car? Why leave me? The apartment that wasn't empty. When I moved into my last apartment, the landlord mentioned the upstairs unit was vacant. Had been for months. I like that. Quiet neighbours.
But about a week in, I started hearing footsteps up there. At night, slow pacing footsteps, sometimes a thud, sometimes a scrape. I asked the landlord if someone had moved in. Nope, he said, still empty. I asked again a week later. Just pipes, he told me. Old building. I'm not dumb. I know what pipes sound like. So one night I went upstairs. The hallway was dusty, no footprints. I knocked on the door, no answer. I waited, knocked again. Nothing. As I turned to leave, I heard the soft click of a door latch, like someone was unlocking it, then changing their mind. The next day I left a sticky note on the door. Hey, just checking if you're up here. I'm in 1B, all good if you are. That night, the footsteps were back, only now they stopped right above my bed and didn't move for 2 hours. Some stories end too early, some never end at all. Whether it's a vanishing, a copycat, or something darker lurking just out of view, each of these tales reminds us that not every mystery has a solution, but they all leave something behind. Sleep tight. If you can,